The new raid is not a test of raw, overwhelming power. It is a demanding test of preparation and specific mechanics. Your current relics, your shadow army, and your titles are essentially meaningless here, because this raid bypasses all of them, demanding an absolutely different approach to combat. In this video, I am going to walk you through exactly how you can easily solo this new Halloween raid and secure the insane, exclusive rewards that have just dropped. It absolutely does not matter which shadows, relics, or titles you choose for this raid, as the core damage mechanic overrides all external power sources. However, you must make two critical and mandatory changes to your build for guaranteed success. The first essential change is to your talents. These are the optimized choices to maximize your runtime, mobility, and utility inside the instance. All other talents you might select will provide no measurable advantage in this specific mode, so focus on these 8 powerful selections. At level 0, choose Dungeon Speeder to immediately gain extra movement speed inside the raid instance. This is a subtle but important head start. At level 75, choose Shadow Ultimate Reduction, so your shadows will use their ultimate abilities much faster, providing constant crowd control and utility during the long fights. At level 125, you absolutely need Vorpal Soul, so your weapon will hit 2 times per attack. This is the key to overcoming the raid's extreme damage reduction mechanic. At level 300, choose Shadow Army to gain 3 extra shadow slots, expanding your ultimate coverage. At level 375, select Dual Mastery to ensure you can use 2 weapons simultaneously, which doubles your potential skill up time. At level 525, choose Blade Tempest, so your weapon will have crucial area of effect attacks, vital for clearing the endless waves of smaller groups quickly. At level 675, pick Shadow Army 2 for another 3 extra shadow slots, giving you a complete shadow roster. Finally, at level 975, choose Dungeon Flyer for maximum, top-tier speed inside the raid, ensuring you can traverse the later rooms efficiently. The second required change is your weapon setup. It is absolutely crucial that you have 2 weapons each enchanted with the Vorpal aspect. It does not matter at all which weapon base you use. You could even use the weakest common weapon you own. Just make certain it has the Vorpal aspect enchant on it. To start the raid, you need a Halloween raid key, a valuable item which you must craft using candy shards, a seasonal material obtainable from pumpkins in the world, a common key, and spooky shards, which can be obtained from any Halloween mode content. Once you have successfully crafted the key, you can use it at the designated NPC to enter the Halloween raid. Once you zone in, you will immediately face the core challenge of the run. All your damage is extremely lowered, reduced to only 1 damage per hit. This is why your shadow stats and relics are rendered almost irrelevant, and why the Vorpal aspect enchant is mandatory for any successful run. The first 5 rooms of this raid are designed to be a simple speed check. Simply defeat the enemies as fast as you can and move forward. Use your new speed and area of effect talents to efficiently clear these easy encounters. In the 6th room, you will encounter the first main boss, Witch Dayan. This boss is not inherently tanky, but you must respect her mechanics to survive the long fight and preserve the clock. From time to time, she will use one of 2 dangerous area attacks. The first attack creates random spots on the map marked with a visible effect, and these zones will decrease your total runtime by 15 seconds if you are caught inside them. The second attack is a big circular area around the boss, and if you get hit by it, you also lose time. When fighting this boss, the rule is to stay distant, away from her immediate area, and always be ready to dodge both attacks to keep your precious timer high. Upon defeating her, a nasty debuff applies, and your character's attack range will become extremely small. The next 2 rooms, 7 and 8, form a confusing maze section. Here you need to find and defeat every single enemy. It is simple to defeat these enemies once you find them, but it is challenging to locate them all due to the maze walls and your heavily reduced attack range. Keep moving and searching for enemies in all corners until you find them all. The single essential trick for this section is that by staying close to the walls, you can sometimes attack enemies located directly behind the wall, which is a surprisingly effective way to find and clear hidden groups without running the full maze. By defeating all enemies in the maze, you unlock the next room with the Arlecchino Zero boss. This boss is relatively easy to defeat, but has a crucial shield mechanic you must overcome. Approximately every 30 seconds, the boss will activate an energy shield, which makes it completely immune to all incoming damage. To destroy the shield, you have to quickly find its clone, which spawns elsewhere in the room, and defeat it. The clone is easy to spot by its distinct particle effects that distinguish it from the real boss. Simply damage the main boss, defeat its clone instantly when it appears, and repeat this damage and clone destruction cycle until the boss is successfully dead. After defeating this boss, another debuff hits, and your character's speed will be extremely lower. You will move like you are wading through heavy water, so you must use your dash ability as much as possible to traverse the next sections efficiently. Your goal for the next two rooms, 10 and 11, is easy. Simply defeat all enemies and move further. With your severely reduced speed, it might take a significant amount of time, but the enemies themselves are not a difficult threat. In room 12, you will meet the final challenge, the Death Vermilion boss. This is the hardest part of this raid due to its severe time reduction mechanics. This boss has two punishing attacks, which it uses throughout the fight. The first attack is simply a thin line in one direction, which will take 15 seconds off your time if it connects. This is easy to dodge. Simply move around the boss, and you will not get hit. The second attack is a huge line with a vast range, which will take a massive 1 minute of your time if it hits you. This attack is not easy to dodge if you are caught in the middle of the room, and losing that huge amount of time can instantly fail your run, so make certain to always keep moving laterally to avoid being caught in its path. By defeating this final challenge, you will unlock the next room, room 13, where you simply need to defeat a few final easy enemies. In the next room, room 14, you have to defeat the Halloween Monarch boss. Luckily for us, this boss does not have any complicated mechanics or major attacks, so you can simply focus on dealing damage and moving forward. By defeating this monarch, you will unlock the next 15th room. This is the final maze room, which you have seen before, where you need to find and defeat all remaining enemies. And finally, room 16. Here you need to defeat the true final challenge, the upgraded Halloween Monarch boss. Fortunately, like the first version, it does not have any debilitating attacks or clone mechanics, so you just have to damage it until the victory notification appears. By defeating this final boss, you will obtain the new Halloween Monarch Shadow, which drops at the highly coveted MR and MR Plus ranks. And in addition to that, you can also get the new Crimson Fang Swords, which is an incredibly rare weapon that drops with a staggering 8 white slots. That is an absolutely insane reward, one that defines the new meta, and it is absolutely worth the effort and grind to get it. If you have any questions about this video, feel free to ask them in the comments. For exclusive content, giveaways, and to hang out with the community, check out my Discord and Roblox group. For a chance to join me in-game, you can also follow my Roblox profile. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more Arise crossover content.